My hero, one's justice too. You can relive the story again! Training for ultimate moves. I head to the development. Let's begin! I didn't really get why imitating All Might was such a bad thing, but I knew I had to do something to keep up. So I went down to the development studio to get some expert advice and found an explosion waiting for me. Wait, no, that was just Mei Hatsume from the support course. So this high-tech baby senses muscle contractions and improves your movements? That's great! But actually, I needed something for my arms.
An electric booster that can cool anything that gives off heat? That's perfect for my radiators! Ah!
That's true. But think of it this way. If you're wanting to let your legs cool down, then why don't you just run with your arms instead? Brilliant!
Hold on. Maybe she has a point. Oh, ooh! I think I've got it!
Now, any other requests? Ooh, how about this?
4 days after visiting the development studio, I was back at Gym Gamma. It was my first training session with my new gear.
Not an explosion from my entire hand, but a blast from a single concentrated point. Take this! AP shot! Hey, watch out!
All Might, above you!
That's right. You're doing great. Show those faux villains what you've learned.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
All Might's signature moves usually involve his fists. Since I inherited One for All from him, I tried to do the same thing, copying his every technique. But even if my arms are messed up, I can still use my legs. It's so obvious that I did...
Win!
All right. I'm starting to get it. Amazing!
New story! Dude, Midoriya, you swooped in and wasted that rock!
It's these new souls. Hatsume suggested them, and I think they'll really up my game. Plus, Ida's been showing me how to use my legs better, so my fighting style has changed. Looks like other people improved their costumes too.
You're not the only one here with a brand new style. We've all been making changes here and there. Now's the time to upgrade.
That's right. Remember, older students with more experience than you will be at the provisional licensing exam. There's no doubt this will be tough. But again, try not to overthink things too much. If you get lost in your own head, you're done for.
Hey, All Might. It's dangerous in here. You should be careful.
Yeah, All Might, watch yourself!
Watch yourself, huh? I guess that only makes sense. To everyone else, I'm just a weakling now. Someone who needs to be protected. Even if it's by my own students.
Let's begin! Our days of training flew by. Soon, it was the day of the Provisional Hero Licensing Exam. And so, we all gathered at the National Takoba Arena.
If you can pass this test and get your provisional licenses, then you novice eggs will hatch into chicks. You'll be semi-pros. Do your best.
All right, let's call out the usual, you guys. On my mark, plus...
Ultra! Who the heck is this guy? He's way too excited. Wait, that uniform. You're from Shiketsu on the other side of Japan. Of all the hero courses out there, that one rivals UA's.
You know it's pretty rude to barge into other people's huddles like that, Inasa.
I'm so very extremely sorry! I just wanted to say plus ultra! You see, I really love UA High School!
As a Shiketsu student, it's important that you cultivate the proper behavior. You may be our golden boy, but you have much to learn.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
The idea that I must sanction my classmate is deplorable, but I'll do it.
Thanks for this passionate training session! What a thrill! I'm in good hands, sir!
I believe my lesson has gone over your head. What a waste of my time.
Raging Storm!
Best! Now's the time. Squish! Meaningless. You're a nobody. Sheer folly. En route. Here and now. Don't take me lightly.
I'm getting pumped!
Fool. Now's the time. You're a nobody.
Take this!
En route. Engage. Don't take me light.
Starting to get a bit
Now's
tough.
the time. You're a nobody.
Just getting started.
En route. Meaningless. Don't take me lightly. Now's the time.
Shock!
Win!
You didn't realize the difference in our strength. Amazing.
New story!
And yet I greatly appreciate it nevertheless! How extremely honored we are to compete against the incredible students of UA! I'm so looking forward to it!
Enough.
Inasa Yuarashi. He's the same year as you all, and received the top scores for students admitted through recommendations. Although, for some reason, he turned UA down.
This guy says that he loves our school, but he passed on his chance to enroll when it was offered?
He's the real deal. Watch out for him. Now, change into your costumes and head to orientation. You've got no time to waste.
Whoa! Let's begin! And just like that, our exam was about to start. We changed into our hero gear and assembled, anxious to hear the details of the first part of the trial.
So, anyway, here are the basic rules. Listen well. The examinee will put 3 of these targets on his or her body. They can go anywhere you want as long as it's an exposed area. That's only fair. The targets are programmed to light up whenever they've been touched by the balls we're handing out to you. If all 3 of your targets are activated, that means you're out. You get to the next round by taking down 2 people, but only the first 100 students to fulfill the requirements move on. That's the basic gist of it. Got it? Good. Without further ado, let's begin the first part of the licensing exam. 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
An earthquake! No, someone's quirk must have caused the ground to break apart. This is bad. I've got to find everyone, or at least some of my classmates fast. If I'm alone, I'm done for. The other schools have had so much more time to work together and train. They're versed in battle. I don't know why, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about this.
Tag, you're it. Not smart. Staring off into space. But what's really weird is that you're in trouble and still smiling.
What? This girl came out of nowhere!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
That hat. You're from Shiketsu.
You're still calm and composed. So cool. Okay, all I have to do is tap you with the ball and that makes 2.
You sure like to talk. I've got to make sure I don't get taken out.
In despair? Not bad.
Is that it? Shoot! Come on!
A bit harsh. I can still do it. Good chance for real. Anyhow, let's go.
No time! Just get me started!
Ouch!
I'm
Wild!
gonna beat you down!
Wild!
Kick technique!
Crazy. The worst for real.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! Excellent!
New story!
What? She disappeared again?
I tracked you down because there's a good possibility that UA students will be ganged up on. I wanted the chance to talk. UA is such a prestigious school, and I've taken an interest in you.
That was close!
Oh, you think my quirk lets me disappear? That's not it. I was just hiding. It's just a technique. One that lets me become invisible to any of my opponents.
Wait, you learned a technique that impressive at Shiketsu?
You got it. I hold my breath, clear my mind, and disappear. It's simple. The hardest part is not thinking, to be honest. The trick is to not view your training as some kind of chore.
Almost got me. I'm trapped. I couldn't find my classmates, and now I'm the target. The worst case scenario I thought of earlier is now a reality.
Are you okay? Over here, hurry!
That voice! It's Uraraka! Let's begin! We got split up because of someone's quirk, and then we were surrounded by other examinees. Suddenly, Uraraka called out to save me. But then, out of nowhere, the ground under her collapsed. And we were in big trouble again.
The ground's so shaky, I'm gonna fall!
Back at camp, I chose to fight and save someone, but at the cost of my arms. If I had only been faster, I would have been able to get Koda to Mr. Aizawa sooner. And then I could have gone after the villains myself. And if Kacchan was never taken, then All Might would never have had to fight against All for One at the warehouse. To help others, you have to be able to take care of yourself. Until my body is able to catch up to my quirk, I won't use One for All at 100%. Instead, I'll rely on support items to compensate for my weaknesses.
Thanks. Sorry, I really messed up back there, huh?
No, that's not true. You were outnumbered. But be honest. You're someone from Shiketsu, aren't you? Uraraka can now ignore her quirk side effects for a short period of time and use it to make herself float without getting sick. But you haven't tried to use that power at all, even though you were in danger. And even more suspicious, you exposed yourself to the enemy without a plan. That's not like the Uraraka I know.
If you saved me even though you knew I was a fake, does that mean you were trying to use me somehow? Cute. Please tell me more about yourself. Everything.
She scratched me? What's the matter with this girl?
Deku, are you okay?
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Now it's time for a super battle. Super strength! Off to a good start. You float soft, feathery. Shot. Attack midair. Impossible. I'll take what an onslaught. Ouch! From here! No way! Harsh! Time to break! Here we go! How about this? Bang! Such a blind spot! Hey! I'll hit! Let's do this! Instant! Not yet! No way! This is the end! Impossible with plenty of time to spare. Good chance for real. Harsh! Instant! No way! How about this? I'll hit you! Let's do this! Take it crazy. The worst for real.
Win!
That was very instructive.
New story!
Those reflexes! Ochako Uraraka. He really trusts you a lot, you know. I wanted to talk to him more, but not with so many people around. Bummer.
We can't chase her! It might have just been her quirk, but it looked like she wasn't wearing her targets. We don't have much time left, and it would be hard to get a point off of her.
Sure.
wasn't exactly sure I made the right move running off with Bakugo and Kirishima. Before long, we ran into Shiketsu. This rude guy had a gross quirk, and somehow, he turned Kirishima into a literal meatball.
This is a demonstration. Proof of the difference in level between our classes. We value obligation and dignity, things that appear to be sorely lacking among you.
You shut your face! Obligation? Dignity? You just like to hear yourself talk. Show us with your actions, not your cheap words! If you can.
He's hard to follow. Makes me feel kinda dumb.
He said his beady eyes are full of tears so he can't see how strong his opponents are.
My eyes are dry and handsome, thank you!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Yue Ha. I have respect for your school. I take pride in the fact that our institutions are treated as equals. But your class has done nothing to erode my respect. Especially you, Bakugo!
I hate your type. You're dead! I'll blast you!
Counterattack!
I'm shaking your boot! Explode!
Just barely. You will be defeated. You must...
This just begun!
Time to spare.
Get lost!
Counterattack. It
I'll
begins.
crush you! I'll test
barely.
you! Explode!
Counterattack. It begins.
Bombardment! This just
Time to
begun!
spare. What's wrong with me?
Win!
Come on! Let me enjoy this a bit! Excellent!
New story!
This has nothing to do with what school we go to. Fact is, I'm just stronger than you. Don't forget it.
Beast. I see what I must do. The only way to teach each of you a lesson is by breaking you. Then you'll know what it means to be dignified and behave like a hero!
What's with this guy? Fighting right now is pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Projectiles? What a nuisance. I'll make you something more appealing.
Don't ignore me!
I wasn't.
No way! You don't know Kira.
You can change the controls, too!
Let's begin!
This test has an unusually low passing rate. At first this seemed counterintuitive. With All Might retired, wouldn't it make more sense to flood the streets with heroes? But then I realized, this test weeds out the riffraff. I agree with that way of thinking, so I decided to thin the herd myself.
You're ignoring the test because you think you're superior? Are you insane? Also, you've been doing nothing but hurling insults at us this entire time. That's super hurtful.
I assume this means you recognize the truth in my words. Take this time to reflect on your failure.
I was talking about my classmates!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
I'll take the first move!
My senses!
Bullseye!
Simpleton! Now's the time. I'll crumple you.
Crackle, crackle!
Deadshot.
Shake and tremble! Spoosh! Lightning!
Empty.
Get a pound!
Electric shock.
Electrical!
Squish.
Shake and tremble!
My senses.
Strike back! Crackle,
I can still do it. Time to spare.
You can keep going! I'm damn tough! This isn't good!
I screwed up.
Electrical!
What's wrong with me?
Win! Yeah! How was my electricity? Excellent! New story! Bakugo might seem like a total jerk on the surface, but he's trying hard to be a pro hero. And Kirishima is such a good dude that he rushed an enemy for his friends, even though it was a stupid thing to do.
I'll teach you to be more aware of your place, you degenerates!
You only know bits and pieces of info about these guys. Don't insult them when you don't know them!
What took you so long?
That was weird. Thanks, man.
The more damage he takes, the more people get released. No wonder he relied on long-distance attacks.
Let's begin!
As the representative for Class 1A, it was my duty to search for my peers. But when I met up with Ayama, we found ourselves surrounded by other examinees. Then for some reason, Ayama fired his laser beam toward the sky. As the head of our class, it's my responsibility to lead the others. I want to serve UA and all of its students to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through my actions that I'll realize my ultimate dream. But seriously, Ayama, what are you doing?
I'm standing out. If you try to protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. You'll have a much better chance without me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets.
Where is this even coming from?
Papa, Mama, why am I so...
How you... He bought us some time. Go, 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 you guys! Get some out of them while they're distracted!
Everyone! Ayama! I don't know who you want to be equal with because I don't know what you're measuring yourself against. But this was your doing. Thank you.
Well, I guess this means my twinkling won't have to stop after all.
Only 7 spots left. Make that 5. The pressure's on now. In the final minutes, UA came together and pulled off some absolutely insane combos out there. And that's it. Every spot is now filled. 100 students will advance. The end is finally here. Wahoo!
We spotted your belly button laser, and that's how we were able to meet up with everybody. Thanks.
And with that, the first part of the exam ended. Somehow, everyone in Class 1A passed. But we weren't done yet. The second exam would begin soon. What would it entail?
Let's begin!
In the break after the first test, while we tried to prepare for whatever was in store for us next, the loud guy from Shiketsu started glaring at me. Hey, you. Did I offend you somehow?
Oh no. I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo, Endeavor son. Huh? I can't help but hate you and your dad. You've changed a little bit since the first time our paths crossed. But that doesn't matter. You still have your father's eyes.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
My father's eyes? Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I'll freeze you! Back off.
I'm burning! Just getting started!
Freeze! That's dangerous. Don't move a muscle. Sub-Zero! Max power! You're annoying. Back off. Burn! This is one hot I'll freeze you. Maximum output. Max output! Don't move a muscle. Stand back. I'm burning! Here's an iceberg. I'm just started. I'm freezing! Burn! Back off. You will bow to me. Don't move a muscle. Freeze! Shock! Win! I can't stop. I won't stop. Amazing.
New story!
Yorishi, calm down. Todoroki, I'm sorry for his rudeness. Let's try to work together in the second trial.
Now we will begin the next and final exam. For this portion, you'll be rescuing injured persons in a hazard zone. We'll be scoring you on a point system. If you have more points than the benchmark at the time the exercise comes to an end, then you pass the exam. Now, how about a story? Unknown villains have performed a large-scale terrorist attack spanning all of insert city name here. Your task is to save as many people as you can and help the injured. Now, begin!
The final test for the provisional licensing exam was underway. I had to do my best and pass, no matter what it took. Let's begin!
If I was going to get my provisional hero license, I had to overcome a villain attack and rescue victims.
Tell me, you sad excuses for heroes. Will you help my victims or fight?
He dodged my ice easily, but how about my fire?
I'm gonna blow you away!
What? I did...
This is completely outrageous.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
To me, heroes should be full of passion. They bring hope and inspiration to people with the fire burning in their hearts. They care! But all I see in you and your father's eyes is cold-blooded rage. Nothing but hatred and cruelty!
You think we're the same? Don't be ridiculous. I'm nothing like him. I have no feelings about my old man anymore. No. There is still some hate inside me.
Let's fight! How about this gust? I'm boiling! All in! Don't pull me! I'm hyped as spineless! I'll make a turret! Made a good effort.
Win!
All right! This is the highest honor!
New story!
You reap what you sow.
Crap! This anger in my heart. I've become the exact thing that I've always hated!
Damn it. I can't believe it. Our quirks aren't compatible, and we have zero teamwork. There's no way we can beat a top hero when we're at odds like this. Hopefully he understands too, and feels the same way I do. Lift up my fire from below. That's it.
Then my war
Create an inferno!
Let's begin!
This won't make up for their foolishness earlier. They realize their mistakes. This is an attempt to make up for them. How persistent.
A quirk that uses wind. Why didn't I remember such an obnoxious guy sooner? We have met before. I guess I wasn't paying attention back then. I only wanted to reject my father. To forget him.
That's right. The events that comprise our histories don't just disappear. So, what now?
I have nothing.
Then it's over.
No! Get away from those two!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
With my new style! I have the timing! Shoot! Kick!
What if I do it like that? Cowardly!
Here I come!
Don't underestimate!
Gotta make the most of my effort! Is that it? Just getting started! Come on! I'm serious!
Excrement!
I'm working. I have the timing!
Straggler. Someone just like me. No freedom for you! Let's prevail! Excrement!
Let's kick this into gear!
Made a good effort.
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it!
New story!
Yeah, so here's the thing. At this time, all of the injured citizens have been rescued from the disaster zone. It may seem anticlimactic, but...
It's over?
This restraining gear really made it tough to move around. Glad that's done. I have to admit, that Tower of Flame was an inspired attack. And with Midoriya's surprise counter once I had been weakened, I might have had a hard time if the test went on, even lost.
Let's begin! Those who passed the second round were announced soon. The judges seemed to score us on the pivotal decisions made in the emergency situation. From UA, only Todoroki and Kacchan ended up failing the exam.
Todoroki! I'm sorry, it's my fault that you didn't pass the licensing exam and won't get your license! My focus was too narrow-minded, too selfish!
You're fine. I got us off to a bad start. Besides, I was able to realize something about myself thanks to your bluntness.
The provisional licensing exam was finally over, and I passed! And Deku, well, he looked like he was on top of the world.
So many people have helped me to get to this point, and some of them went through a lot of trouble to do so. It's like this is proof I've matured, that I've gotten stronger, and it makes me so happy I need to show this to my mom and All Might as soon as possible. Let's begin! Night was falling by the time we got back from the Provisional Hero Licensing exam. That's when Kacchan cornered me and said he wanted to talk.
You've always made me sick, Deku. You were useless. No power at all. A joke. Then suddenly you managed to get into this school with a brand new quirk that appeared out of nowhere. I haven't forgotten what you said before. That your abilities were given to you. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power.
As soon as he mentioned my quirk, I knew what this was about.
You and I...
Huh? What?
I want to know what made All Might give his power to a loser like you. Let me...
Kacchan!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Is it because you looked up to him more than I did? And if that's the case, does it mean everything I've done to be like him is wrong?
No, of course that's not true! You were right to admire him the way you did! Just hold on! Gotta make the most of my efforts! Always fear that!
Our whole lives you were stuck to me. I couldn't get rid of you. No matter how much I tried, you kept coming back! You... Why did I end up having to chase after someone who was always so far behind me? Why did a damn small fry like you get strong and become the #1 hero sidekick? His favorite! Damn Pebble!
I'm gonna kick your butt! Whoa!
You better not!
Here's a kick!
What are you laughing at?
No time! Just getting started! Shoot! I'm serious!
I won't lose! Blast off!
I'm working you eat foot! I'm gonna kick your butt! This is exciting!
You better not forget this!
Win!
All right! I'm starting to get it! Excellent!
New story!
You got so much better, and I'm the reason he lost his power! If I'd been stronger, if I hadn't been kidnapped by villains, then it never would have happened.
This guilt, he's been carrying it around, obsessing, hurting. He's blaming himself, even more than me. It doesn't really matter who wins or loses this fight. Even if I'm gonna do this, I'm going all out!
You think you're better than me, but
you had so much going for you that I didn't have! All Might was my hero, but you were the person actually in my life! You're the best. That's why I want to defeat you. I have to! In order to make All Might proud and surpass the expectations he...
I won't lose to you! We're done here.
Hey, take a look!
I'm interested. You can improve your character costume!
This one looks pretty good too. 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 Looking sharp. This one looks pretty good too. This one looks pretty good too. This one's a bit embarrassing. Looking sharp. This one looks pretty good too. This one looks pretty good too. This one looks pretty good too.
I'll register you. All registered! Whose outfit should we change?
Now, what to do? This is pretty nice. Huh, not bad. Huh, not bad.
Whose outfit should we change?
Follow me!
What a racket.
You can fight online.
You can fight another player.
Once I've scraped together a few friends, I'll become a leader.
I want to know more about Izuku. Let's watch. My hero wants justice too.